What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Raptor Attacks Fun Videos, and today we have another very cool new dinosaur. Today we're going to be taking a look at the new Jurassic World Hammond Collection Cavenator. This is so cool. It's so funny that just a few days ago I got the Beast the Mesozoic figure, and now I've got a Cavenator. So yeah, just ordered this. Like, it came really fast, like within a few days. So yeah, pretty cool. I saw these were selling on Amazon, so I had to pick one up. So yeah, here's the Cavenator in here, and it looks beautiful. You can see you've got the Hammond Collection packaging, the trees at the bottom, and the T-Rex skeleton there. On the side, you've got the Hammond Collection logo. And on the back, you've got a very cool picture of the Cavenator on the side, on the back here. Here it says Cavenator and a little bit about the figure. Well, I guess not the figure, but the dinosaur. So if you want to read that. On the side here, again, you've got that classic Hammond Collection style of like showing the figure off, kind of like posed differently, so that's cool. Should we go ahead and open this up? And you guys know I did not bring any scissors in this time, so just gonna have to peel this piece of tape off the hard way. Okay, there we go. And I'm probably gonna need scissors anyway to get it out of the box. So, there's nothing else in there we need. Okay, go ahead and snip these bands off. Release our Cavenator. I don't think, maybe, okay. I was thinking maybe I didn't need to cut this one off, but I did. It's pretty tight around there. If I can get it. There we go. Okay. Get the tail out. Okay, that's all the... Oh, one more. Two more, actually. On the hands. I don't know why it needs some for the hands, but I guess it does. And get those off. There we go. We'll put this back in the box. Okay, so here's our Cavenator. Let's go ahead and put on the tail. So just snap it on in. So when you're doing these, when you're putting together these Hammond Collection figures, it's actually got like this nub here that you need to align with the one inside. It's kind of confusing because sometimes, like this way, it looks like it's going in wrong, but it's actually not. There we go. Okay, oh my gosh, yes. So I was just loosening up the joints like I always do, so make sure that they're all nice and loose. And yes, they gave it hand articulation. Isn't like that the first medium-sized Hammond Collection figure that has that? I don't know. I didn't get the Ceratosaurus, at least not yet. But I know the T-Rex does, but none of the others, I don't think. Not counting the Geosternbergia, because that's basically just a redesigned Amber Collection Pteranodon. But that's really cool. I hope they continue doing that. I really haven't taken... I've not really been getting the Hammond Collection lately. Just because I've not seen them in my Target or Best Buy. So that's why I ordered this one off of Amazon, because I knew I wanted it and I didn't want it to sell out. Yeah, I've already spotted some issues, but we'll get into that once we discover them again. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the detail on this figure. So, up in the head, as you can see here, it's not the best quality Hammond Collection figure, I think. It's just not got very much. I mean, you've got scales and stuff sculpted in, but it's just like, You know, you got the wrinkles on the head, but the head sculpt is not as nice as some of them I've seen. Because, you know, they're really flat and it's kind of smooth, which is okay, I guess, but it would be nice if they were, like, really nicely detailed. Yeah, you got the nostrils sculpted out and this ridge on here. And the eyes. The eyes are not painted very good. I will talk about that once we've gotten into that. And inside the mouth here, the mouth is sculpted very nicely. You know, you've got the texture on the tongue and the top of the mouth. Teeth are kind of, they don't look very sharp and they're kind of stuck together. But, you know, it's Mattel. We get what we get. And also here, one of the issues here is it's got some paint, like red paint, that is stuck to the teeth and on its lower jaw. That is, I don't think that's supposed to be there. I'm gonna try my best to get it off. I don't know if it will come off. Hopefully it will. But if not, I guess it's fine. Hopefully you don't see it that often. Because the reason I really wanted this figure is because I'm not that good at stop motion. I think you guys know that. And I really want to get better at it. So I bought this figure because it's got a lot of articulation. And I've seen some people do some really cool animations with it. So let's go ahead. Well, yeah, let's go ahead and go over the articulation anyway. So, you know, I already showed the top jaw can open and the lower jaw can open, and then you can do some pretty cool poses with that. Okay, it does close all the way. It's kind of hard. It's kind of showing its mouth a little bit there, but on the other side it's not. This has happened a few other times with some Hammond collection figures. It's just the way that they are. And the neck, or head, I guess, here can be rotated all around. It's really loose, though, which I'm hoping it doesn't get more loose, but it probably will, which is really disappointing since this is like a $20 figure. I would expect it to be. It is very smooth, though, I will say that. It doesn't really move its head, like, down on any bit. It's just, like, up, down, side to side a little bit. And it can be rotated, which the rotation here is really, like, it is kind of loose, like really loose. And then at the bottom of the neck, it's not as loose, but it's very smooth though. That's one of the things. It's really smooth. I think it will stay. It's pretty loose up here. The arms here have articulation. They can be rotated and in and out. The elbow joint here has some articulation and can also be turned. And the hand, yes, the hand, which I cannot, like, explain how happy I am because this will make it so much better to animate and stuff. The hand can rotate. And you can do some pretty cool poses with that. It's really not that much of articulation, but it's pretty good. I mean, it's better than nothing. The legs here, kind of stiff, but this leg, so it can only be turned that much, moved that much, which is okay, because, I mean, you don't really use this joint that much, and this one, I don't know what's wrong with this joint, but it's not, because this leg moves out, but that one doesn't, which is really weird. The knee here can be moved and rotated. It is kind of loose, though. I'm kind of seeing a pattern with these joints. And with this leg joint is actually really smooth. It's got some clicks here, so they can kind of click them into place. It can be turned. And the foot can be turned all the way around, and this one's really stiff actually compared with the other ones. Yeah, and can be moved like that, and the tail can be rotated all around, and it has a wire in it so it can be turned, flexed all around. You can do all sorts of cool animations with this, and different poses. The detail in this figure, like I was going over earlier, you know, the face is kind of like smooth, and then you've got some texture with the wrinkles and things there. Some big scales here, some really nicely sculpted out scales up here. And then on the hump is very nicely sculpted, with lots of detail on it, different like scale shapes and sizes, and you've got the lines in between. It is made of a softer material, and going into the tail, it has some nice texture to it. I noticed with the rubbery parts, they usually sculpt it a lot like nicer looking, which is, as you can see here, this tail is obviously made out of rubber or soft plastic. So it's very nicely textured. Now the paint on this figure, which is probably one of the best I've seen, except for the head. The head is really not good at all. They do that printed look, and it just looks so bad. I can't explain how bad it looks. It just, like, sometimes you have issues with it, and sometimes it's like this green color. You can definitely tell it's printed, and it just doesn't look good. Inside the mouth is painted. Well, it's not painted. It's actually different sculpted plastic. Like, it's sculpted separately and molded separately than the jaw and everything. So that's really cool that they've been doing that. The teeth are painted very nicely, except for the fact that there is some red paint stuck on here, which I mentioned earlier. And yeah, the whole eye thing, it doesn't look good. I wish they would stop doing that. It just doesn't look good at all. And then on the underside of the figure, it has some like light, kind of like dirty white kind of, starting from the base of the jaw, going down all the way to the beginning of the tail here. Although Mattel usually doesn't paint onto the tail, we are lucky for this figure because it actually has this cool brown that like goes off into the tail and does like some cool stripes here, and the rest is orange, and it blends in really good. You've got that same brown on the leg, and all the claws are painted. That's so rare for Mattel. And you've got a few stripes. You know, you've got dark red here up in the head, and some orange stripes going along, and a few spots here and there. Overall, this is a really, really good figure. It is really poseable, really well detailed, and I love the paint scheme on it. It looks so good. It's probably got my second favorite Hammond collection figure. I just really like the Tyrannosaur. It's really good. But yeah, that is the Cavenator for the Hammond collection. This one is so cool. Here's another side. Here's the other side of it. So you can see. Just a really cool figure overall. I'm really glad I picked this one up. So, thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Click the subscribe button down below if you want to see more dinosaur related stuff. And we'll see you all later. Bye.